Hey everyone, this is Becky Lang with Palmer House Properties here in Middle Georgia, and today I wanted to go over what's going on in the Peach County, Georgia housing market in October of 2022. So, question I get asked a lot is Peach County, Georgia a buyer's or a seller's market? And the key takeaway here is it was a seller's market. At this same time last year, Peach County was definitely a seller's market. But now, again, October 2022, Peach County is a buyer's market. What does that mean exactly? Well, a buyer's market occurs when the number of homes for sale exceeds the number of qualified buyers. Not interested buyers, but actually qualified, people that have been pre-approved, pre-qualified for a home loan. So, and as you all know, a lot of potential buyers jumped out and sidelined themselves when interest rates went from 3.5% down up to 7%. So let's say you were going to buy a $300,000 home and mortgage rate was 3.5%, right? And you would be looking at probably about $1,800 a month of mortgage. But if you do it at 7%, now you added several $100s more onto your monthly mortgage. So that drove a lot of people out of the market. And so right now I just want to look what's going on, like how are home prices, how are they trending, how much inventory there is at this time, the days on market, like how long is it taking for a house to go under contract, and things like that. And if you'll stay to the end, if you're a potential home buyer, I have some really good suggestions. Since now, it being a buyer's market, you're going to have a lot more power in negotiations. So I've been doing this for about 20 years, so I've got some really good suggestions for you all if you'll stay to the end and jot those down. Anyway, so let's get started, and we'll start with home prices. Like what are they doing in Peach County, Georgia? So the median sold price, not the listed price, but the sold price for homes in Peach County, Georgia in October of 2022 is about $210,000. The good news is homes in Peach County have sold for about 14% more than they did a year ago. So again, we are not seeing, like the market, the bottom fall out of the market where you have to discount your price of your home 25% or anything like that. That's just not happening here in Middle Georgia. So that's always good. And then as far as standing inventory, like how many homes are available right now in Peach County, Georgia? That's interesting. And I've seen this throughout Middle Georgia. It doesn't matter, from Warner Robins, Macon, Byron, Centerville, Kathleen, Bonaire, all inventory has increased across the Middle Georgia region of standing inventory of homes. So in September of 2022, there are 133 homes that were available for sale. That was an increase of 24% from August of 2022, right? And I do think that has a lot to do with a lot of people, again, sidelined and stopped their search because interest rates increased 4% in a year. So that is one of the key takeaways. As far as asking price versus sold price, the key takeaway here is if you're buying a home in Peach County, you're going to expect to pay close to the asking price, since 50% of homes here sold near the asking price last month in September of 2022, right? Of the average days on market, things go pretty fast here. Many homes in Peach County are selling fast. So 6 homes sold under 30 days, 2 homes sold in 30 to 90 days, and there were no homes that took more than 90 days in September of 2022. So that is just a little nutshell, just like a little snapshot of what's going on presently in late October 2022. But before I go, I wanted to give you some suggestions as far as negotiating. So it's a buyer's market, and buyers, you have the upper hand in negotiations now. That's just the lay of the land. This is what happens in the real estate market. It's cyclical. Sometimes it's pivots towards sellers, and now it's pivoted over to buyers. So buyers, here's the deal. You will not be paying astronomical prices above list. It's just not going to happen, and that's not going to happen for the foreseeable future, right? You're not going to be paying 110% of list. You're not going to be paying 105% of list. You're not even going to be paying, for the most part, 101% of list. Brings me to my second point. Do not drop your contingencies if it's not necessary. Those contingencies that protect you, potential home buyers, are the appraisal contingency, the financing contingency. Don't drop those. It's not necessary now. It may have been necessary when the market was overheated for the last 2 years to get the deal done, dropping the appraisal contingency, dropping the financing contingency, but you're not protected, and neither is your earnest money. Which brings me to that point. Earnest money. Do not put a ton of earnest money into the deal. There's no call for it now. And lastly, home repairs. Again, with the overheated market from the last 2 years, many deals were, the sellers were like, you can do a home inspection, but I'm not doing any work. I'm not repairing anything. Not the first thing. Maybe one or two, but nothing after that, and nothing major. Or I'll just go to the next deal, and that's not the case anymore. Ask for home repairs. You have the upper hand. So if they say no, say, okay, thanks. We're going to terminate the contract and get our earnest money back, and we're going to go find another house because there's a bunch of them out there. And that's it for today. So if you found any of this information helpful, by all means, consider subscribing to my channel or liking the this YouTube video. And again, my name is Becky Lang. I work with Palmer House Properties in Middle Georgia, and I thank you for listening.